So we're back, and hopefully get a better end this time. Also, just checked the Twitter poll thing, and it ended. There, in fact, was a tie. And I'm just like, aha, you fools! You activated my trap card! So, Fozzer, who got the least votes, he'll be played next. That way, you're happy because we're actually going in proper order, and...
I don't care about the order.
You fucking threw a huge fit the other day, and wasn't it in the last recording? Because you were like, how come we're not playing one of these with these guys? And I'm like, because they didn't win, and you did.
Oh yes, I threw a huge fit.
Okay, not my kind of fit. You threw it. You complained and were being like all.
What? What plot and story and
No, I'm talking about like the other day whenever we were at the... Ugh.
Let's go home. Because those are bad, right? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Thinking about the Jade Blood Caverns has got you really missing them. The quiet monotony, the cute little grubs, the dank air and darkness. You can't think of a better place to lie down and have a depression nap. Perhaps even a depression coma. So you straighten up out of your slouch and tell Daria that regardless of her opinion on Bronya and how cool or lame she is, those cloister rules and probably exist for a reason, right? Maybe the two of you can both go back to the caverns together.
Fine, be a goody two-strap pod encasements.
You know, that just doesn't roll off the tongue very well in your language.
It does not. I'm gonna go somewhere, where it's not so lame. Please don't set things on fire. Do not.
Well, she won't with you not there to egg her on.
Good.
To galvanize her because your character is just so easily manipulated into manipulating other people. You know?
Oh.
You're like somebody who feeds off of other people's emotions and amplifies them back at them.
the fucking... I have like a mental thing that like I want to compare it to Serenade's attack, but I don't know if you or anyone else will know what I'm talking about. Like you might.
Serenade from Mega Man Battle Network, who has like a reflector dealy.
Yeah, with the fucking I forget what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty hard.
Hey, hoodlums. Here's the thing. Your weirdest and best adventures have happened to you when you've decided to be spontaneous and just let shit happen. Adventure and coolness are both hard things to plan.
Are they?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Huh. So what are you suggesting? That we just wander?
Her derisive tone makes you hesitate. But, well, yes, that's exactly what you're suggesting. Daria gives you a long, considering look. You hold your breath, then she shrugs.
Okay, whatever, sure. Not like I have anything better to do. Let's just go.
You meander through the well-maintained cerulean streets, heading downtown. This seems like a good opportunity to get to know your new potential friend, so you start by asking her some fairly simple questions. That one dirty hobo over there. Like,
yeah?
I don't know. Why are they looking so mad at you?
I don't know. Or maybe they're like guarding that door and they're just... Wait a minute. Is that Tagra?
Dude, how should I know?
Is that Gallic?
Dude, you're asking me to recognize silhouettes of characters who I only can vaguely place the names of. Tagra's anime boy, isn't he?
No, that's Tagiri. Tagra is the money guy. Who's
right.
like, he has the weasel ferret thing.
Okay.
And Gallic is the one with the fucking library in his house.
Huh. Okay, so they're on some rooftop date thingy.
They're the hate boyfriends. Quit patronizing ships, I say, even though that's kind of cute. I don't know. Whatever.
But throwing pen is a people.
Uh,
I read that.
bleh. I'm still distracted by those guys.
I like-
Where are we again? We're
in some blue neighborhood
right. Okay.
with lots of purple signs. And by last I mean one right there, but there's it's right around a lot of purple stuff, you know? Windows and silhouettes and just there's a very purple. It's very purple on that side of the street.
Blah 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 blah. Questions, right? Wait, you did read that?
Yeah.
Okay. How am I? Gee, I don't know. I'm forbidden to leave the stupid caverns, and as a Jade Blood, I have all I have to look forward to is a life of being forbidden to do things. How do you think I am?
Kind of horny, honestly.
What?
You want to have kids really badly for some reason. Ow!
Sorry.
I mean, that's what I got out of her complaints.
I mean, I didn't mean to hit you that hard, but still.
Okay, you try to walk that one back a little. It sounds like Daria is unsatisfied with the Jade Blood setup.
That's one way to put it. You could also say that I'm unsatisfied with, like, the whole setup of my species. You've been here for a while now. Don't tell me you haven't noticed that every part of our society is transparent bullshit.
You glance around because Daria is right. You've been around for a while, and that means you know enough to know that if wrong people overheard this kind of talk, you'd both be cold on the spot. But everyone here seems distracted by their own nonsense. Cautiously, you can see that, yeah, you've noticed a certain bullshit aroma.
Yep, it all stinks. No one has any kind of real future except for the highest of the high bloods. And actually, I've heard that things pretty much suck for them, too. Some might say that purple bloods are the most disprivileged class of them all.
The clowns?
Yeah. This would make more sense if you,
If we had played Marvis's route?
Yeah.
The route you hate so much?
Because that was like a callback to that, kinda, sorta.
You're just gonna continue to not comment on that one. Instead, you point out that being a Jade Blood, Daria has a purpose beyond just growing up to become fodder in the Imperial Army, like you've heard other trolls mention. Surely that counts as a real future?
Ugh. Don't get me started.
Oh, I'm gonna get you started.
Suffice to say that I'm not exactly hype about the purpose that I supposedly have. More like the purpose that was arbitrarily assigned to me. But it's not like I have a choice, and rebelling in any sort of real way would put me in danger of a culling. Life here is pretty much just hopeless.
Damn, you wish you had a good counter-argument. You want to give her some words of comfort, but what can you even say? Daria's right. Shit's grim.
At least you're honest. Thanks for not bullshitting me. You know, Linnea said that you were good to talk to about real stuff. I guess she was right.
You're surprised that Linnea is going around talking about you, saying positive things even. But you're more surprised that Daria is bringing her up in a non-derisive context. You didn't know that Daria and Linnea were close.
Ugh, no, gross. I hate Linnea. And not in a romantic way. Or, well... Anyway, never mind.
Daria looks embarrassed and flustered and also pissed at you. At least you've gotten the subject away from how hopeless everything is, but still, you don't want this friendship to sour.
Are you reading it like that?
I don't know.
Hey, more background stuff.
Huh?
There's a giant elephant thing.
It's a Cyclops elephant thing.
Ooh.
Neat.
It reminds me of Snuffleupagus, I guess. Snuffleup. The giant monster thing that Big Bird hangs out with.
Yeah, okay. I guess it's important to the storyline for some reason because she moved over to get out of the way of it.
Yeah, not necessarily, but...
I mean, she moved over so you could look at it. Come to think of it, it was probably behind her the whole time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As you're scanning your useless brain for a tactful subject...
You okay?
Pardon me. Yeah. You're saved by the footsteps of a new troll approaching. Uh-oh.
Hey, Tizius!
You know, I was wondering if this was going to happen.
Wait, what?
If you were going to bump into her.
Her specifically?
Yeah, her specifically.
What? Why?
Because she's all about wanting to change everything.
Oh yeah, that I didn't even. I'm just excited that we get to see her.
As luck would have it, you know this troll. It's Tizius, which makes sense because your meandering is taking you and Daria close to Tizius' favorite book hive.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? I don't even need to ask. Or is that supposed to be never mind?
Yeah.
You're obviously making friends with this Jade Blood. Searching for some dumb shit to do, no doubt. Don't let me keep you.
Tizius looks just as exhausted as you remember. You don't want her to go just yet because it's between.
They have similar expressions, but they're like fueled by completely different stuff. It's like weird.
Because it's been a while since you've seen her, and you're always super eager for the opportunity to catch up with a friend, especially one of the less murderous ones. Then you notice Daria eyeing Tizius' mug of unidentifiable liquid, and an idea occurs to you. You get excited, bouncing a little on the balls of your feet as you introduce Tizius and Daria to each other. You explain to Tizius, with a meaningful look at and hopes that she'll interpret correctly, that you and Daria were just conversing about the more unjust aspects of Alternian society and how hopeless everything seems to be.
What do you mean, the more unjust aspects? Does Alternian society have aspects that are not unjust? Does Alternian society have aspects that are not unjust? Oh, she's saying everything.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sweeps into studying our legal system, and I haven't found any.
Daria makes a muffled sound that could be a laugh. You make your meaningful look more meaningful. Doesn't Tizius remember that conversation she had with you about justice and the shitty system? The importance of possibly futile work to try and improve things someday? Pissing? Tizius squints at you, then takes a long slurp from her mug.
Alright. Yeah, I remember. That is so many M's.
You wave your hands around. Now we're talking! Tizius is one of the few friends you've made that seems to not only notice that shit was fucked, but wanted to dedicate herself to unfucking the shit as much as she could. Of course, many of your dear friends try to make the world a little better in various clumsy, interpersonal, distinctly Alternian ways. You think of Chixie striving for her music even when it pits her against Highbloods, the baffling but sweet ways that Connell and Asdaja and Gallic and Tagara care for each other, and Fozzer's commitment to political... Wait, why did you think of that guy? He's a total shill for the Condents. Well, cool. Spoilers. Anyway, Tizius has a big picture mentality and a cause that she believes in, and the simple fact that she hasn't yet completely given up is inspiring. Daria is struggling with feelings of despair, so maybe Tizius could talk to her about the work that she's been doing.
What? No, I'm not struggling. It's whatever. I don't even care.
Daria kicks at the ground sulkily. Tizius looks her over, her eyes lingering on the jade symbol on her shirt and her spiky black jewelry, then sighs.
Freaking Tizius sees through your bullshit, man. Tizius sees through everybody's bullshit. Sure you don't care. I went through a phase of telling myself that too. I thought it would make it easier to deal. But nah.
Tizius pauses for another mug slurp, and you think she might be enjoying the opportunity to monologue a little bit. Darius huffs.
The only thing that helps, and I'm not even sure that helps is the right word for it, is finding something to work on in your own little corner. To try and make shit a little less But there's nothing I can do in my corner. It's pointless to pretend otherwise. And that goes for everyone. Like, the whole system is designed to help Highbloods stamp out dissent in every corner. One troll can't do it, one troll can't do anything against something like that.
Tizius' eyebrow twitches as she stares at Daria, clearly peeved at being interrupted. Uh-oh, this could be going better.
Well, no shit. What do you take me for? I'm not saying that all it takes is standing up and fighting for what's right or something stupid like that. That's obviously a surefire way to get cold. Well, then what are you saying? How can you even know whatever piddly little action you're taking will change anything? I can't tell you the future, dumbass. No one can give you a guarantee that any kind of action taken will be ultimately effective. You have to decide for yourself if it's worth it to You have to decide for yourself that it's worth it to try anyway. Why would you think that it's worth it when everything around us confirms that nothing will ever change? I can't believe you're calling me a dumbass when that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Tithias looks like she's about
What
ready to
the- hey.
throw the contents of her mug in Daria's face. Knowing trolls, she'd probably follow up with the mug with itself. This is not the conversation you'd hope for at all.
Please don't do that.
Okay. You step in before things can get any more heated. You tell Tithias that you're sorry that you didn't flag her down just so that her ideas could get shit on. You turn to Daria, who is staring at both of you with a defiant look on her face and a stubborn set to her jaw. This kid. She's just so dead set on rebelling against anyone who tries to tell her anything with even the faintest whiff of authority. You really thought that maybe all the attitude could be channeled into something productive that would also help her feel better and possibly even give her a sense of purpose. You're not mad, just disappointed.
Ugh. Don't give me that look, okay? I was just stating my opinion. But I guess I could have been less of a bone bulge about it.
You're pleasantly surprised that Daria more or less apologized. Tithias looks mollified, too.
What's mollified?
Pacified.
This shit just makes me so angry. Angry and sad and helpless. Like I don't even know what to do with myself when I really have to think about it. Bingo, unfortunately. I feel the same way. I don't think there's any getting around the helplessness. But what I was trying to say is that working on something that might help fix things someday makes that feeling a little less powerful. So what you're saying is that it's just about making yourself feel better? Well, when you put it like that, it sounds bad. I believe I'm working on things that might affect change someday, even if I'm not around to see it. But also, yeah, most of the time it helps me sleep at night, too.
You can tell Daria is a bit disappointed by this. Like, she doesn't trust that political rebellion can go hand in hand with making the rebels feel good about themselves. You point out that whether or not Tithias feels good about her work doesn't make the work itself any less effective.
Yeah, in the end, the universe doesn't care about how I feel. I'm just one troll trying to do the right thing. Or at least the okay thing. For its own sake, even if it might ultimately be futile. What the fuck else are we gonna do on this bitch of an Alternia? You've got me there. I'm bored all the time and there really isn't anything cool to do down in the caverns. I guess during the downtime in my training I could, I don't know, help you out maybe? Not that I have anything to offer other than the book hive and the jade cloisters. Access to that might really help with my research, actually. Give me your number and we can talk.
Is it just your imagination, or does Tithias look a smidgen less tired, the bags under her eyes less baggy, and her back a little straighter? And you think the corners of Daria's lips might be very slightly quirked up. Daria turns her possibly a smile from Tithias to you.
Missing the other triangle.
Yep.
This was cool, I guess. Or at least not so bad. But I don't know if it counts as something cool. Like, all of those were missing the triangle, so, like, there's, like, more spikes whenever she's more aggressive, so does this mean she's, like, less aggressive specifically?
Maybe.
Does she have no spikes at all if she's, like, completely chilled out?
I like that you're actually trying to understand their quirks, and I'm just ignoring them.
So I guess we could keep hanging out until more shit happens. Well, I wasn't paying attention to what I even read. Is there something cool? So, okay.
You know Daria well enough by now to recognize this for the ringing endorsement that it is. You're about to happily agree with Tithias when Tithias pipes up.
I'm just heading home from studying, but I'm not tired yet. If you wanted a third wheel to drag along.
Three-way friendship combo bob victory. Combo bob?
Combo...
Combo bob.
Combo... the fuck? I don't know, man.
Yes, that is the single most confusing thing about any of this. Combo bob.
Oh, hey, this is somebody's icon on Twitter, and, I didn't know it was, like, from this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this ending. This is nice. We got to see Tithias. Like, everybody's a little bit happier. Things are slightly better. She's missing the spikes on her bracelets.
Yeah.
I don't fucking... I don't know what else to say on the matter, but
This episode was way shorter than the last one.
it was. Good golly, it was.
Yeah.
That is weird.
It is weird. Bum 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 ba da bum bum. I don't know why I started singing that. I still like College Girl over here most.
Yeah, honestly. Like, she is objectively best troll. Sarava is my favorite, but Tizius is, like, objectively best.
Yeah.
Did people start shipping them after this?
Probably.
I feel like people probably started shipping them after this.
I mean, probably.
I want to see them hang out, though.
Yeah. The part of my brain that is an overactive shipper wanted to ship them during this, so yes. Probably it is already a ship. In fact, it was probably a ship before this even happened, just because. The internet loves shipping things.
I mean, yeah, but...
Like, you take your thing, you stick it in a box, you take it to the post office. It's fun.
Right. Anyway. See, the fucking... Gazius is still one of my OTPs. Not as big as Tagava. So, that's whatever.
I like that I'm so unfamiliar with the trolls that I have no idea who we're talking about.
Tizius, the fucking... This one.
Yeah.
With Gallic, who is the one with the Christmas tree horns in his own library. I shipped them together as Moirels. And I also shipped Tagra, the money troll, with Sarava, the one who's like a streamer and who, with the drugs or whatever. I shipped them also as Moirels, and yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Can one troll be Moirels with two other separate trolls?
That's... I don't think that's, the brain lag is real. But yeah, you're supposed to have, like, one troll per quadrant. Unless you're, like, what's it called? Polyromantic, or... That's not the word, but... People who ship people with multiple people do the thing, and the thing... And I'm good...
Fascinating.
Giving myself a headache. Anyway, shipping is awesome, and goodbye.
Goodbye.